Welcome to our quantitative aptitude class. Alright, today we'll start with the 2022 quantitative aptitude test. Alright, and we're starting with sample A. We'll start with sample A. Alright, we have 3 samples given to us, identical samples. Alright, and the essence of giving more than one sample is for you to confirm your solution or whatever you've been able to solve from the puzzle. Alright, okay, so we have 3 samples with 4 pots. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, one of the things that will help you with your quantitative aptitude or quantitative reasoning is your understanding of your multiplication fact, your multiplication table. Alright, it's very important. It will really help you. Alright, understanding of basic operations. Right, when we say basic operations, we are talking about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So the ability to do these things will really help you, alright, with your quantitative reasoning. Then another thing is what I call number combinations. Alright, the number combinations are from your basic operations. So if you have good knowledge of your number combinations, or you're conscious of it, anytime you're working with quantitative aptitude, you should be looking out for your number combination. I'm going to explain that. So if you have a sample and you're seeing let's say 2 and 4, you're seeing 2 and 4 in your sample, you're looking out for the combinations, alright, the relationship between 2 and 4. Alright, the first one could be 2 times 4, so you're looking out for 8. The next one could be 2 plus 4, so you're looking out for 6. It could be 4 minus 2, you're looking out for 2. Alright, so you're looking out for these combinations when you work. Alright, if it's a division, you're looking out for, if it's 4 divided by 2, you're looking out for 2, and if it is the other way around, 2 divided by 4, you're looking out for 0.5 or 1 over 2. Alright, so these are the things that you need to pay attention to, and many more that we'll discuss in the course of learning and solving in this quantitative aptitude. So another thing is square. Alright, squares and square roots. Alright, and cube roots. Alright, so you're looking out for squares. By now you should know your perfect squares from 1 to 20. If you don't, you can master it. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared 2, 2 squared 4, 3 squared 9, 4 squared 16, 5 squared 25. So you should know those squared numbers, alright, the perfect squares, at least from 1 to 20. Then your multiplication table, you should know from at least 1 to 12. Alright, then pay attention, look out for combinations of using your basic operations. Alright, having said that, let's move into the sample. Alright, in this sample we have some fractions. Okay, alright, for me I love working with fractions, but to make it easier for you, you could just pick out the sample without the fraction. Alright, so here we have the one without the fraction, where we have 12, 3, 4, and 9. Alright, and whatever you are able to put together here, you relate it with other sample. Alright, so like I was explaining, I've seen 3 and 4 and 12. So I start looking for combinations. How can I combine 2 of this number to get the third one? Alright, just looking at 3 and 4 and 12, my multiplication of 3 and 4 comes to mind. Alright, so I know that 3 times 4 is 12, or 4 times 3 is 12. So I quickly go to the other samples to confirm. Alright, so let's come here. Half times 1. Half times 1 is half, correct? Because anything times 1 is that thing. So half times 1 is half, and 1 times half is half. Alright, correct. Let's check with the last sample, or the first one here. 2 times 4.5, is it 9? Yes, because 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times half is 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9, or you could quickly do your multiplication and get that. 2 times 4.5 is 9. 2 times 4.5 is 9, confirmed. So I'll use this to write my formula. So I could just write 3 times 4 equals 12. So I know that I just look out for that in other samples. So this is the number one thing. So from here, before I move on, from here, I've been able to find this, knowing that I'm going to do 3 times 4. What if I am to find 3? How am I going to find 3? From that relationship, it is very easy for me to find my 3. Right? If I've multiplied this to get this, then going back, I do my division, right? So if 3 times 4 is equals to 12, then 3 will be equals to 12 divided by 4. So 12 divided by 4 will give me 3. So I'll write down that relationship. 12 divided by 4 will give me 3. So solved. From that same relationship, I need to find 4. Alright? From the multiplication relationship, I know 3 times 4 is 12. Then 12 divided by 3 will give me 4. So 12 divided by 3 will give me 4. So from here, I've been able to solve for 3 out of the 4 pots that I have. So remaining the last one in between. So, alright, since we have confirmed the relationship, we don't need to bother ourselves with this, because you don't have enough time to waste in your during your exam. Okay, the time is limited. Alright, so we've been able to find how to get anything in this position. So we do this divided by this. Anything in this position, we do 12 divided by 3. So we do this pot divided by this pot. Alright, anything in this pot or in this position, by the time we start solving, we'll do this times this pot times this pot, like we've done here, 3 times 4. Alright, that is good. So now we're looking for the last one, which is the pot inside the triangle. Alright, usually when you see this, the one inside, what should come to mind first should be possibly addition, the total of everything, or a multiplier or a multiple of everything inside, outside the shape. So it could be 3 plus 12 plus 4 giving us this. So that's the first thing you check. But obviously, since 9 is smaller than even 12 here, then you know that it can't be 12 plus 3 plus 4. So addition is out of it. And because it's smaller also, it can't be multiplication. We can't have multiplication there, because it will be way bigger than that. So what is it? And all these things I'm talking about, you have to reason it out as fast as possible, because you have limited time. But here I have 9. In this place I have 81 and 4, and I have 1. So from my knowledge of squares, I realize that 81 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square, and 1 is a perfect square. So it gives me the idea that squares are involved in this. So always look out for perfect squares. If you have perfect squares across your sample in a particular position, then you start looking out for how to get to that square number. So I'll come back to the one with the whole number that I've been using. So I see 9. 9 is a squared number, it's a perfect square. So what is the number that has been squared to give me 9? Then it can't be 12, it can't be 4, then I've seen 3. So 3 squared is 9. Oh, 3 squared is 9. So I come back here to check. Oh, it's true. 1 squared is 1. So let's confirm from here. 4.5 squared, is it 81 over 4? Oh, we quickly check. So let's convert this to an improper fraction. 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 plus 1 is 9. So in improper fraction, this is 9 over 2. Okay, so 9 squared is 81. 2 squared is 4. So we got it. So I'll come back here to write my formula. So I know that 3 squared is 9. So 3 squared equals 9. Done. Alright, so what if I'm given 9 and I want to find 3? If in under exam situation, I don't need to do that because I already know how to get my 3 from the other relationship. But still, from here, what if I know I'm given this 9, but I'm not given 3, and I need this relationship to find it? So the opposite of square is what? Square root. So we'll find the square root of 9. The square root of 9 will give us 3. Alright. So with this analysis, you've been able to find the answer for each pot in your sample. And that is how you can be very effective with your quantitative reasoning. So make sure you find the relationship for all the pots before you move on. Alright? Okay. So once we've done that, we can now move into our question and find the answers to them. So here, number 1, we have the missing pot here in this position. All I just need to do is to go back to my analysis. What do we have in this position? We have 4. So how did I get the 4? How did I get the 4? I did 12 divided by 3. Where is my 12? Here. Okay, so what is in that position? 16. So I'm going to do 16 divided by 3. What is in the position of 3? Okay, 3 is here. So that means we have 2 in that position here. So that will give me this pot. Alright, so 16 divided by 2, the answer is 8. Simple. Alright? Okay, so I'll take that again. I'm looking out for this pot. I've done my analysis already, so I come back to my analysis. What is exactly at this pot in my analysis is 4. Okay, 4. So how did I get the 4 in my analysis? I did 12 divided by 3. Where is 12? Where's 3? So 12 is here, 3 is here. So that means I'm doing this divided by this. So that's 16 divided by 2, and the answer is 8. Good. So we'll move to the second one. In the second question, we have 1 over 4, 1 over 16, and 4. And the middle one is missing. So how do I get the missing one? The missing one. So I check in my analysis. The missing one is at the middle. How did I get 9 at the middle here? Okay, in my analysis, I squared the number on top. So that means, where's this number? Okay, it's on top. So I have 1 over 16 on top here. So I'm going to square 1 over 16 because it's a fraction. You must put it in bracket because the square would affect both the numerator and the denominator. So this is what you would have: 1 squared over 16 squared. So I have 1 squared is 1. 16 squared. Okay, if you have not mastered but you should have mastered before your exam. But if you have not, you can just quickly do 16 times 16. 6 times 6 is 36. I keep my 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. Now 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. So I add. So I have 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. 5. Keep 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So I have 256. Alright? So you must do that as fast as possible. Okay? Alright, so my answer is 1 over 256 from my option. That is option E. Alright, 1 over 256. So what did you do again? We're looking for the one at the middle. I go back to my analysis and check. What do I have at the middle? 9. How did I get it in my analysis? I did 3 squared. Okay, where's the 3? The 3 is on top. So I have to square the number on top. So I come back to the question. What's the number on top? 1 over 16. Then I square the number. Because it's a fraction, the square applies to both the numerator and the denominator. So 1 squared is 1, and 16 squared is 256. And that is my answer. The final one, number 3. Alright. Number 3, I have 1 over 6, 1 over 36, we have 4, and we have the missing part here. So, go back to my sample again. What is that in the missing part? Okay, that's 12 here. How did I get the 12? I did 3 times 4. That means this times this. Okay, so for me to get the missing part, I'll do 1 over 6 times 4. 1 over 6 times 4. So I could put this over 1. Then I use my division by cancellation. 2 goes in 4 is 2, and 2 in 6 is 3. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3. So my answer is 2 over 3, and that is option B. So I'll go over that again. I'm looking for this part. This is the missing part. I go back to my analysis. That is why it's good to analyze. It makes your work faster. So go back to my analysis. What do we have in that position? I have 12 in that position. Okay. Alright, so how did I get the 12? In my analysis, I did 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. Where are those multipliers? So I have 3 factors, 3 and 4 here. Okay, so I do 1 over 6 here times 4, and that will give us 2 over 3. Alright, thank you. We've come to the end of the sample A. Alright, we'll move on to the next sample. Alright, remember to subscribe so that you can follow through and keep practicing. Thank you.